Okay, I got it. Hey, just stop. Stop fighting it, okay? Look at me.
Here's a receipt, bro. Read it, dumbass.
Sadly, this is another perfect example of how evil police in the United States really are.
Get over here. Read my receipt. Read it.
It's went past the receipt.
Read my receipt. Is this supposed to hurt me?
No, you're Dayton, please.
I can read my receipt.
Dayton.
Get the off me.
Now, at this point, a lot of you might be thinking, wow, why is he saying those things to a police officer? But to you, I would say, wow, this is a guy that got randomly tackled in public and is being pinned down when he literally has the receipt for the things he's being accused of stealing. So I think some of his language is very understandable given the circumstances.
Dayton, please.
Can you have him read the receipt?
He's not doing nothing wrong, officer.
And look at that, just saying, hey, can you just have this guy read the receipt? And what happens? Another cop comes in. The guy's already pinned down on the ground. What on God's green earth are they doing?
Dayton, stop. Dayton, put your hands behind your back.
Okay, calm down. I will.
Dayton, do it. Just do it, Dayton.
Break your nose. Do it now. Okay.
He didn't do that.
My hands are behind my back.
We didn't steal nothing.
I'm not resisting, bro. You didn't break my arm.
Why was he accused? Why was he accused? He had no reason to be accused. So he has to prove his innocence before they prove he's guilty.
Now, at this point, we have to give a shout out to all the people in the room who are very clearly angry with the police, yelling at them, telling them they need to stop what they're doing. But if you notice this bit right here,
Break your nose. Do it now. Okay.
that's right, that's a police officer just threatening to break somebody's nose. Why are they threatening to break this guy's nose? I mean, quite literally, what exactly did this person do? So he gets accused of stealing things. He says, hey, I've got my receipt. What are you doing? Maybe not in those exact words. But the police obviously then have him tackled to the ground. And they have 3 police officers pinning this guy down, threatening him for what exactly? And the answer is for just being rude to the police. Like, that's it. We live in a society where there's just a whole type of guy out there that if you're rude to them, or if they think that you're being rude to them, or if they think that you could possibly be rude to them in some way, shape, or form, that they just have a right to just tackle you in public like this. And it's deeply, deeply shameful. I mean, really, you need to think about police officers as just other people, because fundamentally when you do that, you understand that what police officers do with great regularity in the United States is fundamentally evil. They just exert arbitrary violence against people really for no reason. And anytime they have anything that they feel like is an insult to their pride, they react to very often with outright violence. No matter how many people in the public or the community protest, whether it be directly in instances like this, or after the fact, or before the fact. Because let's be real, people have been correctly pointing out the policing institution in the United States as fundamentally harmful since the beginning of the institution of policing in the United States.
What are you doing?
So the burden of innocence.
Oh my God. Read the receipt, bro.
Look at this. The police officers are getting fed up with the crowd. And think about that for a minute. This should tell you everything you need to know about police officers. They're not here to serve and protect. They're not here to make people safer. They are just people who are empowered to just randomly target people with violence. And that's really it. And if you look at the data, it's actually very clear that the overwhelming majority of what police officers respond to is not violent crime, or even really crime at all. But of course, a lot of insecure people across the country think that we desperately need police because they're such cowards that they're afraid of their own neighbors. And so they obviously want to have armed people to show up at any potential instance where they could probably just solve the things with a conversation and maybe like a mediator. Because really at the end of the day, you don't need 3 armed people to tackle somebody if you suspect that they stole something from Walmart. It's actually not that important. But no, we have an entire institution dedicated to bringing violence into situations where there was not previously the threat of violence.